It's a beautiful day out here at Farragut State Park in northern Idaho. And as I'm here, it occurs to me that in all the videos I've done, I've not told the central story of how we got here. In Maine, for 23 years, my wife Tina and I built a life for ourselves. And for 13 years, I'd built a professional home at a wonderful school called Shakopee Valley High School in Hiram, Maine. I loved the kids. I liked the community. I tolerated most of my colleagues, but I really liked and respected a few. And it was home. I was happy and established, head of the history department, teaching the courses I wanted, the grades I wanted, and I got to write the curriculum for the entire social studies department, K through 12, for the MSA D55 district. It was wonderful. In the last year, I was able to set up a day commemorating survivors of the Holocaust and other human rights abuses, and I invited 2 survivors of the Holocaust and 1 victim of the communists to come speak at the school. And that was, I think, the high point of when I was a teacher at Shakopee. But in the spring of 2013, my principal resigned to take a different job. My assistant principal was going to become the new school superintendent, and an entirely new school administration was going to take over. And that school administration stood for philosophies in education that I just couldn't stand for. I couldn't be a part of. I'd been fighting the good fight for traditional education for as long as I've been a teacher. And it was clear to me with the new vice principal, principal, and school administrator, school superintendent, that there was no way that my traditional ideas would be allowed to continue in the classroom. So I had a choice. I could stay in the safe area and put up with my dream job being turned into just a job. But I'd have a good salary, I had a beautiful home, my wife was in a very good position. Or I could take a leap of faith into the unknown and keep my principles. Luckily, I'm married to a woman courageous enough to encourage me to do the second choice, and I did. And for a year, we were in free fall. I was a substitute teacher. She had had to transfer in her job. It was scary. And every bit of savings that we had built up were used. But the following spring, 2014, 3,000 miles away from my home, I found a school who wanted someone like me. Someone curmudgeon-y and old-fashioned and not politically correct, but who had a passion for teaching and a passion for relating positively with the kids. So we took another leap into the dark and moved 3,000 miles to a part of the country we had never seen before. It's not been easy. It's taken every resource that we've had just to survive. And we're not fully established yet, even a year or 2 into this new job. But we have our souls. I was able to keep my integrity. And I am blessed with wonderful students in a great school. And I'm doing what I was born to do. Freedom requires courage. Each of us is faced with moments in life where we have to do the right thing or the easy thing. I'm telling you, as somebody who has done again and again what seemed to be the difficult but right thing, it's hard, it's scary, and there are no guarantees. And I don't always do the right thing. But when it comes down to it, there's nothing more valuable than your integrity. And there's nothing more precious than your soul. The reason there are so many problems is because people think that they can live life with their principles but easy. They think there's a shortcut. They think there's some magic bullet, some secret technique that will allow them to be who they want to be but without risk. There's no such thing. Freedom is for the brave and only for the brave. Otherwise, you live like a slave. If you want to make choices based on who you are, what you want, what you believe is right, The world will punish you for it. It won't reward you. But there's nothing better except love, like the love of a good woman and the love of God, and the feeling that you can go to sleep well at night, justified, knowing that you're doing right with the talents that you were given. I'm no paragon. I have all sorts of flaws, mistakes, and foibles. But by God's grace, I think I got this one right. And I encourage you to, when you are faced with such a choice, choose the right thing, not the easy thing. May God bless you, and be well.